all-in question live show with your host, Don Regal.
Isn't that a lovely name?
And Mr. Ramon.
You're famous.
Bringing you the most intriguing questions of the day with live callers and interviews. Are you ready to go all in?
Yes.
Let us begin.
Attention, everyone.
Are you ready?
Let us begin.
Yes. Once again, it's back on this powerful intro. Once again, we're back. I am Mr. Romano, joined by my host, Don Regal. Once again, we are separated through the coronavirus as we practice social distancing and self-quarantining remotely. It looks as though my co-host is frozen place, frozen time, frozen space. I don't know if he is or not. I really can't tell at this moment. But yes, folks, once again, we back with show number 15. I see that on the video side it's showing number 14, but it's number 15. Rest assured, it's number 15. Oh, what do we got to talk about this week? What's going on? What's going on? It's going well. Give me 1 second as I bring in my host again. I don't want him sitting there stuck and we looking up his nose. Let's fade over here to this, to just me, as we work out those kinks, technological kinks in the system there. He's frozen. Okay, we got that. Where we at? All right, folks. Yes, once again, it's Sunday, 6 p.m. We're doing our All In Question live show, streaming live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. Go ahead, get your calls in at number right here. It's 312-554-5785. That's 312-554-5785. And that will get you all your requests and questions answered on the show. Also, you can go ahead and drop a message to us live right in there in your comment section on your Facebook or your YouTube. And that'll bring us in. Okay. My co-host is back. Bring it back here. Heavy echo. Let me see if I can make a repair to that. Okay. All right. So, Mr. Regal, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
There we go. Praise Jesus. Got you back. All right. I was just doing a little light rambling, just to keep things going. Yeah. As this week, as I said, we talking about, we are at show number 15, April 26, 2020. Yes, sir. Man. And the topics just keep coming. There are no slow news weeks, no slow information getting out there. The first thing we were talking about was local news with our Illinois governor. Pritzker's 10,000 test goals sets a new record in one day. 10,000 tests in one day.
Yeah, but are those tests accurate, though?
Right. I mean, there's a multitude of tests. There's a multitude of tests out there, so it's hard to say which ones are completely accurate now. I would trust if that says that you have it, then it's a great chance that you have it. If they're finding those the virus in you.
Yeah, man, it's confusing with that though, because everybody's. I mean, which tests are they using? Are they using the swab? Or are they using the ones that they're saying that can do it in 2 minutes now? I mean,
Yeah, they've been using the swab and the what do you call it? The blood test. They've been using both. And you know, compiling those results together. The problem was it's more people who have it than don't. Yeah. More people who.
The way they've been doing things though, like you ain't got certain symptoms, then they turn you away or tell you to go home. So they don't even bother testing you.
Well, yeah. They just cleared that up. In an interview this morning with the governor, they were talking about that if you do feel symptoms, then you can go ahead and be tested. Now, that was contrary with some of the hospitals saying that they were only going to take people with pre-existing conditions, you know, those who were in danger more. But now that they have more testing in place, they're able to do it.
And this is in all areas, or is it in some areas?
That was the report for Illinois. Whoa. That echo is strong. It sounds like I'm talking to myself.
Very much so, but you keep the show rolling.
Yeah, that's not good. Hold on. See if I can make this adjustment. Because on this side, everything's perfect. Green, no feedback.
2 minutes. I have to handle, so I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, let me switch back over to hitting me. Okay, so yeah. See, having some technical difficulties on that side. And apparently, it sounds like we're still having them. Let's see if I mute this right here. Yeah, okay, so that's gone. All right, so yeah, apparently those technical difficulties were not being emanated from the studio. It's being emanated from the field. The studio is sound. You should be able to hear me nice and clear and fine. So, yeah, going on again. We were talking about Governor Pritzker getting the Illinois Governor Pritzker getting the 10,000 test goal. He wanted to get those done, which is sets a new record with more than 2,700 known cases in one day. So that's a lot of cases popping up right there. A whole lot. So big important thing being that they're being tested right now. We are past the peak, but we still haven't leveled out. Chicago is doing a lot better as far as new cases popping up, but yesterday was a peak there. More tests coming through and testing in more nursing homes and whatnot. So that was a big thing right there. That boosted the numbers up a lot. Then one of the bigger issues that we are having here in Illinois itself, and it made a lot of news recently through TMZ and through Facebook, was we had oh God, forgive me if I'm rambling here because I am trying to do three things at one time. We had some young people that took it upon themselves to have a good old time, a block party, house party, if you will. And within that house party, block party, they caused quite the roar from the people. we had a video. Let's find this video, but it was hosted by this young lady here. She had posted the live on her page. She had posted the live video on her page, and that got out there, really pissed a lot of people off with what she was saying and what in her response afterwards when it all got out there. Her name was Tink Purcell. That's the name she goes by on Facebook there. But the YouTube video was what was most salacious, if you will. I'm going to play that back. If I can get there. One thing I noticed, we have been taking a hit internet-wise due to this stay at home. A lot of people are at home, and now I have tier 1 internet here, and I'm still getting interferences and issues. You know, I'm still getting some problems. Like, look at that. I should not have a circling little loading blockade ever. But this was the young lady's party in the live that she showed.
You ate some dick on my shirt, I'm about to smash this toe. Where the fuck you come from? Look at all these people, they hot as hell over there. But that's another story. Back to this chop shit though. See, I be rolling with my gang,
Now, that don't quite seem like 1,000 people out there. But it's definitely way too many people.
You can't even move in this bitch.
Inside the house. Way too many people.
Damn, sis, I got that on live.
And so,
Damn, sis.
yeah. So it's pretty loud and whatnot.
How the fuck she fall?
Here's the young lady herself.
Did these motherfuckers slid my wig back? That's why I want to be by all day here. Y'all want to see? I ain't going back down there. It's hot.
And that's...
Kill you down, man. Yeah, good that. Hold on, y'all. These people want to see the party. Oh, sorry.
Hold on now. So...
In this bitch, up and down. We the smart ones. We stand away from that shit. But that's good that it's out down there because the coronavirus can't survive in the heat, huh? You tell me let that ass stay down there. Don't know why I came in this club with you, girl. What? You get that set up? No. Is that 8 now? Let me see. Get that 8.2. Fuck.
So yeah, the guy name was Billy Fish.
You look pretty. I got a level of lip, bitch. Hey. I be ugly as hell, though, man. Look at Sean, y'all. Look at Sean. Look at Parade. Hey, look at Parade. What he say? You blessed with the money. You knew that one choice. Fuck.
Yeah, that's that.
They in this bitch. See? Damn, I forgot. I'm supposed to be blocking people. Hold on. I can't be banned no more.
That's just wild. That is insane.
No, they don't hear shit. Somebody said, let me know. Let me know if somebody got that package. That's what they said on the stuff lab. Now I need to get back. Excuse me real quick. Huh? He just called me. He said he on his way. I need to get back right here.
I knew it, Todd. Hey, we're gonna throw the phone at y'all bitch ass.
We need a louder speaker though. My ex-girlfriend called and said that she was over me. TK, he down. Fuck you talking about?
Going up to 11.
Y'all got shorty fucked up.
It's going up to 11 right in front of y'all eyes.
I mean, all this for some likes.
Period.
You good?
Hey! Kez! Who looking for me? Who texting my phone? My shit trying to get there too. My shit need to hit a K.
Still can't hear me?
My ex-girlfriend probably said that she was over me.
Okay. There's only so much of it that I can take until I can't take anymore. All right. I see you there. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I can hear you perfectly fine now. Yeah. And the echo just seems a little subtle. I don't hear myself so clear, but I do hear better.
Now, you know that was like one of many videos from that party.
Right. That's what I'm hearing. You know, I saw like something. It was somebody named Billy Fish, who was the host of that party.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
And I heard you were saying that they took down. He took down his video itself. You know, because this morning I was watching the governor's press briefing, and he didn't speak on it, but one of the reporters asked him, "Did he see it?" He said he heard about it. And that's a problem. That's a major problem.
Well, how many times you said it, man? You know, you do something like this, and then you on Facebook Live. Do you think the authorities are not going to see this? That nobody else watches this but you?
Exactly. Oh, hold on.
And I'm sure that some.
There we go. You get it.
And I'm sure somebody who saw it on Facebook reported it immediately because they were upset, just like, man, I was.
Definitely. And you look at the even on the live stream, her live stream itself, you know, where you have the little heads popping up with angry faces and thumbs up and whatnot. I saw a lot of angry faces, so it was a lot of people pissed off.
Well, it was. I mean, they should, man. You know, a lot of people are waiting to try to get back to normal, and this is more setbacks, you know, because people want to do what they want to do.
Exactly.
Jeez. And then they talking about it was at least 1,000 people in that house. Now I don't know about that,
right.
But it was a couple of hundred in that house.
Definitely,
capacity, man.
Definitely, way too many people.
Way too many people. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you just make it worse for everybody else. But like you said, nobody cares about each other. They care about what they want.
Right, what they want right then on the spot. That's what's the most important. They don't care who gets hurt, who gets harmed in the process. What you say? I reported it 4 times. 4 times. You a snitch? That's what they'll call you. They would call you a snitch. Now check this out. This is this morning after the party was up and her page was being hit hard by what was going on here. Check this one out.
Got us fucked up. We ain't got that shit. Then they tell us y'all gonna put us on another lockdown. Y'all gonna put us on another lockdown. Bitch, we already finna be extended 30 more motherfucking days, so it don't fucking matter any fucking way. We out, fuck. Put y'all mask on and pop out, fuck. Hey Tia. Y'all better put y'all shit on, pop out. Fuck you some out. Y'all finna see this gas station up to make these people mad.
I wanna go to the gas station so bad. Ain't nobody got no pictures though. Ain't nobody got no but you. So you got some pictures, but
y'all in Paris. Who the fuck laughing at me? Who the fuck doing that shit? Huh?
She said Terranica. What the fuck?
I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure that's where everybody wanna go. Hold on.
She said Terranica. What the fuck?
I'm used to it.
Don't care at all.
No, this that gas station place.
Point him out.
Don't care at all.
Knock him out. Point him out. Knock him out. Point him out. Knock him out. Point him out. Yo, the Paris bitch.
What do you say? No, play that
I
shit.
am.
Play that shit.
I am. I don't have no aux cord. You got to play that little ass 6 she got.
See, that's why I didn't bother
Yeah, 'cause they
responding
asked
to
me
that
to
though,
tell me
neither,
we got
man.
the
What am I
vibe.
sitting there arguing with them for? So they have a response like that.
Right. It's like she said if she got it. She got her mask though. In that party, we noticed that she didn't have that mask on at all. She had
I
a
didn't know
little
she was a scientist.
right.
I didn't know she was a doctor. I didn't know she was a nurse.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was a practitioner nurse.
None of them.
At this gas station.
But you gonna say you don't? Oh, I ain't got it and everything like that. So what happens when you do?
Because they tell me it's a fucking corona. But
Exactly.
I got my mask made personally with my name on it. They angry at my shit and my lap. Close your door. I rolled your window down for a reason.
Turn up.
I think we got the purpose of this video, man. I don't even want to see it anymore.
That's the sad part of it, man. Is that remember what I said about the loudest wheel getting the grease.
Yes, loss of life.
Exactly. That's a walking loss to life right there. And the girl, and I hate to harp her back on her, but she put herself out there by flipping the camera on her side and using her actual government name. The girl, you go to her Facebook page, and her banner photo is of her 2 children. Tiny babies. Itty bitty ones. And I think her tagline is "Don't nobody come for mine, or don't mess with my children." You just put your kids at the greatest risk. The greatest risk, all because
So nobody come at yours, but you can.
you can come at everybody. You know, that's just the worst, man.
So, Mr. Romano, I mean, what can we do, man? I mean,
Like I said, one, bring back calling the thing a thing. All of that, everybody gets a trophy. All of that, and Brian, I'm gonna, and you've heard me say this before. I'm going to differentiate for you. Those are not our people. Those are not our people. It's much like if you're in the military and you have a soldier that loses his mind for a second and just starts mowing down children. They're not going to say that's one of our soldiers. Hell no. That's a lone wolf. That's an AWOL candidate. You know, and on this side, we got something for them the same way. Those people need to be cut off. It needs to be called what it is. Everybody's not getting prizes. We won't be doing that. You know, we definitely got to say what you see that you don't go, oh well, she just don't she's just having fun. She's young. No excuses. No excuses. You know, don't give anybody no shelter, no quarter. Tell it how it is. This because otherwise the same person to be raising kids acting the same way. And they be like, oh, that's their family. That don't affect us. Yes, it does.
completely affects us.
There you go. You know, I wasn't going to say it, but it's right there in writing. It's right there in
But
writing.
that's the thing, Denard. You
I
have
don't-
to say it. You have to. You got to say it now, man.
Oof.
That's how you feel.
That's
We
no.
have to express that to
That's not
somebody
only
else,
how I
not-
feel. That's not only how I feel. That's what I know. That's what I for lack of a better word preach. That those are niggas and we are not. We don't claim them. If anything, there needs to be a pure separation between these two. It has to be said. The nigga is the one who cares about they self and their satisfaction immediately for all purposes. They don't care nothing about anybody else. It's all about how you feel right now and what you feel like doing right now. You feeling that you need to be rewarded right now. And that's the biggest issue. You know, and the only way we're going to get through that is separate them. And like I said, and since we saying it, there are niggas in every class of person, every race of person. Niggas. Look, our president right now, number one nigga. Number one.
That's deep.
What defines? Hey, because when you define a nigga, a person that's out for themselves. Have you ever seen a president more out for himself?
No, I haven't.
Was
Well,
this
publicly like that?
I mean, hell, publicly like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, the Bushes were doing backroom deals, and yeah, the Clintons was trying to cover his ass, and Carter was trying to make his area a little better, and you know, Reagan was out for his party, but they kept that shit. They kept it in check. They kept it in line. They didn't lose. They didn't lose it, and then they didn't encourage people of lesser thought. Okay, stupid people. There we go. They didn't encourage stupid people to follow the lead. You got
They're
this
sheep.
man.
You know you cheap.
Exactly, sheep. You got this man right now in office doing all what he doing, and then he's up there saying, yeah, social distancing, they're stupid comments about Lysol and ultraviolet light disinfection. Stupid. But then while he's preaching these solutions and whatnot,
Mr. Romano, you have to get in depth with that.
I will.
You have
to. But with him saying all of that and saying, yeah, we need to follow these orders, and I'm going to put it on. He's going with the written script. I'm going to put that on the governors so that they can individually open their states because they know their own circumstances and whatnot. Because Wyoming versus New York State are two quite different things, and they are. Exactly. Number one, nigga. Thank you. Say it. I don't want to say it, but now I'm saying it, and it's out there. But the number one. And we saw up to, what was that, 800 niggas blocking hospitals, waving American flags, not letting first responders get to work last week. And that was in but that was in a lot of states doing that. Before that, we saw a bunch of niggas on the beach playing around like, oh my God, hey, it's not going to get us. We're young, we're this, that, and the other. And remember what I said. When I'm nigga, the definition, nigga, ignorant person only out for themselves and self-interest, everybody else be damned. That's who that is. Yeah. It's beyond repugnant.
I mean, it's like you don't even want to understand it anymore. You know, I get angry, man, just seeing people walk around freely like it's not out there. And like you said, I'll be damned if I care about you, if I give it to you or something like that, and then you're passing on to people in your household who might be, you know, not immune to it, but susceptible to getting it and then having dire consequences about it.
Right. Yeah, you got people with diarrhea.
A lot of my energy.
It's crazy. You got people with babies, newborn babies, susceptible. You got people with chronic asthma, breathing issues, bronchitis, susceptible. You got people with diabetes, susceptible. You got people with other gamuts of diseases and illnesses that you don't know. They'll be dead because of your mishandling of your life. I don't want to die because you're a dumbass, you know? And that should be a t-shirt also.
Your selfishness.
I don't want to die because you're a dumbass, you know? And she said, I got my mask. I got my mask. Hold on. I got my mask. I got my mask. It got my name on it. I'm safe. I'm being safe. If you don't get your stupid ass up out of here. It's
bringing it out to you, ain't it? It's bringing it out.
It's irritating. It's very irritating. I try to be as calm as possible, but that I cannot abide that behavior.
You always are more level-headed than I am, man. And
I can't because that alone. What'd you say about 200 so people or whatnot?
If not more.
About that. Not 1,000, but 200 something people. Now take that to the factor of 10 for each one of those people in there. They just killed the whole West Side. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what somebody had mentioned, that, man, y'all just put the whole West Side on punishment because y'all want to shake y'all ass, smoke weed, and a fucking Airbnb.
Yo, wait. That was an Airbnb?
Yeah.
Oh, God. And on top, then on top of that, you disrespecting somebody else's property. Completely. Because even if you did list your house as a party home on Airbnb, which you can, you would that house definitely doesn't have a fire marshal holding to hold that many people. The people was falling over each other. This is ridiculous. Man,
that's on them, man. I'm not going to no place that's stuffed like sardines. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit there and just stand there. What was the purpose of me coming out then? To stand around a whole bunch of other niggas, to pass out, and to possibly get a disease on top of that.
Exactly.
Like you say, man, it's just, man, beyond comprehension.
And that's what I'm saying.
It's like things have to change, man.
And it's so easy to do so. Again, it's that squeaky wheel, that little bitty wheel. That's the most irritating because it's making so much goddamn noise.
Man, I didn't even want to hear her talk anymore. I mean, she was social
distancing by being on the stairs. The hell out of here! Come on now. And this is the thing. Like I said about the squeaky wheel, it's people. There, for the most part, Americans overall, for the most part, are good, normal people. For the most part. And each one of these races, within their groups, are good, normal people. For the most part. But then you have the niggas themselves, those who apologize for them, who continue to be able to go in. Because my thing is this: if we were back in the 1700s, and I could throw a scarlet letter A on your chest and say shame, 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 and the whole town point that shit out, like look at you, look at you, and everybody did that, then that would work. Because the thing is, these people have no shame at all. They got people encouraging. You heard herself all up in the car, and other people going, fuck them, we out doing our thing. Fuck they talking about, come see me, you got a problem. Wop. Same thing with the number one nigga in office. Hey, I'm in charge. This is what I say goes. Hey, I'm doing things bigly. It's great. And then you got a staff of morons standing there watching him destroy the party going, yes, sir. Yes, Mr. President, sir. Yes. You got Dr. Fauci over there trying to hold his composure as all this bullcrap goes through. You know, he said, what was that, Friday? He was trying out his best not to laugh. Like, he kept covering his mouth and looking down off to the side when this fool mentioned using ultraviolet light therapy. Now, this is the same thing for those who don't know what ultraviolet light is. That's the same thing that when you go get your nails done, ladies, when you get your nails done, that get that acrylic gel done, and they put that UV lamp, your nails on the UV lamp to harden it. What that light does, it's a strong light, strong heat source, and it hardens that gel. It cooks it. Now, those who go to the clubs and whatnot, there's a lower power version of it. They call it black light. It's still under the UV spectrum, and it turns everything that's day glow or fluorescent. It lights that stuff up. But if you were a DJ or a performer and somebody who had to be on stage next to that light bulb and realized that if you were a foot from that thing, it is burning you, it would actually give you a sunburn. This same person, those who do sterilization of rooms using UV light, you also know that's a very powerful light. Now, this fool suggested that we swallow the light, some way get it inside the body. How? It was embarrassing to hear him say that. And he was talking to somebody off to the side. They cut the camera angle, but he was talking to somebody else off the side, and they were going, we were looking to that. Yeah, we're looking to. Why don't somebody say no, sir? That's not possible. That's not possible. It's him. What was that? Swallowing disinfectant? Really?
That really, like, I looked at him like, man, who the hell are you, Pinky? I mean, really, man, did you just say that? But then again, I had to think, like you said, number one nigga, so I shouldn't have been surprised it came out of his mouth.
Exactly. I mean, it had no problem, no shame within that, no giggling it off like it was a joke. And certain papers reported, oh, that was a hoax. He was just saying some joke in there. Stop trying to cover for this man. If your kid get caught stealing in the store and the store clerk says, ma'am, sir, your child was taking some things off the shelf and putting it in his pocket, and you say, leave my child alone, don't even telling me how to raise my kid, blah, 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 blah. You the nigga in that scenario. Yeah, you got one person doing wrong and one person telling the person that they're doing wrong. You, instead of correcting the wrong, jumping there, start defending the wrong, and thus being wrong yourself by blowing the subject up. That's what they doing.
He does not want to be the adult in the house.
Not at all.
He wants to be friends with the kids.
He said eject to the body.
You don't understand.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That scenario, being the friends, the parent that want to be somebody's friend. If you only had a brain. That's a fact, man. And he don't. We had Governor Cuomo call out Mitch McConnell for calling the bailouts of blue state. Now, if you want to talk about somebody calling the wrongs out and saying what needs to be said, Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York, in his own New York way, calls people out. He don't give them no rest, no quarter, no nothing. Here's a video right here of Governor Cuomo calling out Mitch McConnell, calling the money received to the other states a bailout, or a blue state bailout. Gonna play this video. If there's no commercials involved, because there'd be commercials involved. Let's see.
When we first heard USNS Mercy was coming to
yeah, that's a commercial.
Los Angeles, I was very proud to be part of this whole experience.
And when you realize what's aboard there, data services are huge. All the different parts of AT&T immediately stepped up.
I'll let that play because people were doing the work. You know, I'll let that play. But yeah, there's a governor right there. And his brother.
He's the head of the National Governors Association. You guys wrote a letter, you're the vice chair there, saying specific things. That's good. But you're not giving it to us, so we can't deal with our operating deficits. Mitch McConnell says, hey, go broke then if you don't know how to run your government. I'm not giving you a bailout. You're not getting more federal money. State governments, local governments.
Some buffers. But that's Chris Cuomo. That's Governor Cuomo's brother right there.
Yeah. It's one of the dumb statements of all time. Mitch McConnell, they're talking about bringing back the economy, and then he says states should declare bankruptcy. How does that help the national economy? States should declare bankruptcy. He then says this is a bailout to the blue states, which was a really offensive statement. What he's saying is the blue states are the states that have the coronavirus problem. Why? Because the coronavirus problem is basically a function of density. And urban areas have more density. And those are cities, and cities are blue. They are Democrats. So why should he bail out the blue areas? I mean, it really is offensive. You talk about one issue where you think you can get past partisanship and pettiness, and now you talk about helping communities where people are dying, and you say they are blue states? No, the coronavirus attacks Republicans and it attacks Democrats. It doesn't ask someone, are you a Republican or are you a Democrat? And normally in emergencies, Chris, it's the one time where you saw the federal government put the politics aside. A state had a hurricane, a state had a flood, they got federal funding because you didn't play politics with that. McConnell is the exact opposite.
Correct.
And that's why I said all along, they should have insisted that the state funding be in this bill. And when they signed this bill, they passed this bill, which did small business, they took care of airlines, they took care of all these industries, which is fine.
Right.
You don't do state governments. And if you don't do state and local governments, by the way, that's police, that's fire, that's teachers, that's schools. You're not going to fund those areas. And you're not going to fund the states, which are the governors who are doing all the reopening. I mean, it's so politically repugnant. How am I supposed to reopen if you want me to declare bankruptcy? I mean, it makes no sense on any level. And the state funding should have been in here, and the Democrats are to blame for that also, Chris.
Right, in Congress, because they're not, you've been talking about how you've been talking to your own constituency down there. They've got to fight for the states to get the money. And we're not hearing them pipe up either, the big voices in the Democratic Party in Congress, saying that the states should get the money. So good for you for blaming both of them, because neither one's putting the money in your pocket that you say you need.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, like I said, that's another person, Mitch McConnell, horrible little Kansas guy.
Future or something like that.
Look like he about to say Bueller at any given second. This is ridiculous. But man, yeah, I saw you had a comment from Calvin. Yeah, saying that there's people out there partying right now. Man. What's that? Oh, there it is. He outside right now, and these people partying. Yeah, man. No respect for what's going on. If you having a backyard party with relatives and the size isn't out of control and you can distance yourselves within that party, which is going to be hard, then I'm saying, okay, all right, that's all family members of the same house or, immediate house, conjunction household. That should be okay, should be, But those people got to go back to work maybe. And then, or those people were at work and they were in those situations where they were interacting with the public, and now they came to the house party. They might be feeling okay, but then they get a little sneeze, boom, or they digging through the spoons by they getting a spoon, a little plastic spoon, and they pass that on to the next person. While grandma be getting some potato salad, this is gonna be her last. It's just sad.
Yeah, man, you got to put it like that, huh?
Exactly. It got to get put like that. You gonna kill your grandmama through the potato salad. That should be known. Because you was digging through the sweetheart spoons, didn't wash your hands, spreading your contagion amongst the spork contingency. Somebody reaches in there, grab that, make grandmama a plate. She eating up off your outbreak monkey spoon, and now she gone. It's sad.
Let's say, man, nobody cares about nobody. It's all about what they want to do. They spoiled ass kids. I don't want to be inside all day. Well, tough. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nobody did anything. It just happened. Trying to keep everybody safe. Trying to look out for everybody, especially the ones who live earlier on, and who can't take care of themselves or their immune systems are not built for this. trying to look out for them. And you know, you're trying to look out for yourself to make sure that you safe, that you don't have to deal with this, man.
True.
Because God rest his soul, a co-worker of mine, Denard, you remember him, Paul Harris, he just died from this.
Yeah, I heard about that. And you know, and that's what I'm saying. That's what makes it more real in each one of these industries. When somebody knows somebody, 6 degrees of separation rule, you will know somebody who died from this. You know, this is as serious as they saying. People, it ain't as serious as they saying. It ain't all of that. I ain't gonna wear no mask. I ain't gonna do none of this. You know, it's a fact. It's a fact, bro.
It's really disgusting, man. Just like I say, people want to do what they want to do, and it ain't like I'm not seeing this, man. When I gotta be out and about in my essential job, gas station across the street, they want to hang out there.
Nah, that is just that ain't gonna, that I wouldn't be able to let that one ride. You know. Yeah, family meetings. Not. I mean, think about it. Yeah, you got people who had graduations and stuff canceled and things like that. You had people who had paid for vacations years in advance, and this happened. Things like that. Yeah, a lot of hard hit things. But look on TikTok. You got people being creative and putting it out there, just having fun in their living room with their family. You know, they making a joke out of it. It's good. You know, they doing their thing. And then you got other people talking about, I'm just gonna go to the store, get what I need to get. Everybody else be damned.
Yeah.
YouTube. Yeah.
And it's like you talked about the stores being closed. You talked about graduations being canceled. How more serious can you think this is? You think these establishments want to close down certain things or stuff that happens during a certain season that is not happening? That's how serious it is.
Exactly. Yeah, you got the whole gardening season is over. All those gardening shows and you know people who do the outdoor markets and all that stuff for those things done. You know they not gonna make it. You know, but they take it in stride. You know, they trying to figure out other ways of revenue and whatnot and get things done.
Right, man, and that's the whole important thing about learning from experience and knowing how to adapt, man, to changing stuff, man. Everybody's so stuck in what they want to do in the old ways or what they used to, and if something happens, then they all lost or they want to fight somebody. It's their right to do this or that, or they can't adjust and just go mad or something like that. Just throw parties or something and think the shit is cool. You know, it's just ridiculous. And every time I see stuff like this, and this ain't gonna be the last time we see it, you know that, Mr. Romano. We're gonna have more stuff.
No, definitely won't be.
Like last week, it was the idiots blocking the first responders and the healthcare workers trying to get inside the buildings and everything, talking about it's their right to be outside and to work. Well, what the hell? Where you gonna work at? Ain't nothing open. Your jobs and your bosses have shut things down. So that made no sense of what you said. And now we're talking about this week where we're seeing a party happening. Everybody talking about, oh, I ain't got it, and what you on my timeline to hate for? That's hating, talking about saving lives.
And that's the thing. When did hating become the scarlet letter word I wanted to put out there? When did that become the badge of dishonor? Oh my God, he's hating. Oh, you're a hater. What? We got a lot more to worry about. You know, somebody hating because I'm out here living my best life. Stop quoting songs, not even good songs. Stop quoting songs and try to live by them. Some of my favorite songs, if I was to quote those as I'm doing stuff, you would think I'm insane. Like no way in the world. But I'm living my best life. YOLO. I only got one life to live. Stop it. Your life is not a soundbite.
You know, pretty much that's what it is, Mr. Romano. It's insanity. It basically is point blank, full in your face insanity.
And what was that? Yeah, he was talking about the bankruptcy law. Oh yeah, I was seeing that video there. He was talking about when the governor was talking about the bankruptcy law. The hotter it gets, the worse it's going to get. That's sad. Hashtag sad. Jeez, man, that's true. As it gets warmer, as we know in Chicago, as it gets warmer, things get worse. The reason that we were not seeing so many people out when this stuff first started, not because they were obeying the rules and whatnot. A lot of our bad element, I should call them one, but a lot of our bad element don't like to go outside to get their hair, clothes, and shoes wet. So that's what was saving a lot of that. And it was cold, but now it's starting to warming up, and it doesn't get dark until 8 p.m. now. Sun doesn't go down to 8 p.m. So we got people out there just gonna behave the worst and put it all out there.
You seen what happened when that what was that one day it was like 70 degrees, was in March?
Yeah.
Everybody's at the lakefront, like this just didn't happen, or nobody just mentioned that it was an airborne virus out there.
Right.
So you're right. As soon as it gets, consistently hot, they're going to keep trying to, come out there and out the woodwork and everything.
All right.
Hopefully you get a politician who doesn't care about so-called imaging, but cares about what's going on and has to use a power move and be like, well, now I'm about to put some authorities out here on the streets and I'm going to make you go inside.
Yeah, and that's what the governor said that the sheriff's department was doing. The mayor herself, she said that she was suspending the arrest for that, but the ticketing would still happen. So my thing is this: make the ticketing unbearable. Hit them with it. They want to act the fool. Hit them with it. Like boom, boom, boom.
Now, did she say this before she saw the party?
Oh no, she didn't. This is before she saw this party. It was before that.
Let's see what her stance is next.
Yeah, right. Because I was looking for any type of video or images that came out. That say, her response to it. But she didn't do any live videos yet.
I'm looking forward to be on Monday.
Oh yeah.
When they have the normal press conference, giving you updates. I'm pretty sure she's gonna have a lot to say about it.
Yeah, and that's a lot of thought. People thought that with the heat, even the girl. I have to bring up the video again, but even those inside that video were like, they said, oh, the heat gonna kill it. There's a lot of people downstairs, so if it is the coronavirus down there, the heat gonna kill it. I'm like, you remedial ass scientist. No, that's not how this works. But they insisted. They right on this.
I'm telling you, man, it's just amazing how many people become all experts in forensics and science and how to deal with infectious diseases. All of a sudden, about 2 months ago they didn't know nothing about it, and all of a sudden now they're telling you how it's defeated and everything in that nature.
You know what? It wouldn't be bad.
Part of the world history, World Health Organization or what? I didn't know. You should have told me.
It wouldn't be bad if they took it seriously, if they actually got the information, if they ran all the rumors through a fact-checking engine, which we put out there before, factcheck.org and snoops.org, .com. Any information that you come across on Facebook or YouTube, run it through there, and you will see that they'll check the sources for that and let you know if this story is BS or not. So before you go out there repeating it, because I'm going to call you on it. I'm gonna call you on it. Everything that we do on this show, I make sure we fact check first. So we ain't just throwing out opinions. We're throwing out answers.
Yeah. You try to be differential than everybody else. Well, I'm gonna say everybody else, but we do try to, give you actual factuals here, like he said.
Yeah, well, make sure you get your calls in while we at it at 312-554-5785. That's 312-554-5785 to be heard live on the show. Let us know you out there. Let me see here. We got to shrink this thing.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's gonna be interesting tomorrow to see what's gonna happen on these updates and these press conferences and everything like that.
For us locally, yeah. But then my big thing is this coming Friday, May 1st, when all of this cracks open and all of those states that were saying that they gonna open, they open the floodgates, hell, high water, they coming through. They don't care. To me, it looked like I was watching. At the first they said black people couldn't get it. Now look, exactly, and that's why I said that's why you don't follow the rumor mill. Because I'm like, okay, what makes us different than any other human being? We have the same parts. Our parts are interchangeable. Therefore, these diseases interchangeable. If I can take my blood from any person on this planet and they can take mine, I can damn sure get the diseases that they can get. So don't believe the super hype. That because at first it was just funny stuff, but then you got to be careful who you tell a joke to. Because, I would tell you, why did the chicken cross the road? And you would get to the other side. The other person was like, why did the chicken cross the road? What? The chicken crossed the... Why is the chicken outside his pen? Oh, my God. Does anybody know about this? Did you inform the farmer? Is it a busy street? Is it a highway? Is it a stretch? Is it a hill? Is it 4-lane, 2-lane? What is it? What is the situation? Oh, my God. That's the alarmist. And then you got the other people, ain't no chicken cross no road, man. Ain't no other side, man. Wasn't no road, man. You ain't even seen no chicken, man. Chickens ain't real. you got those two. Stay away from those two people. The alarmist and the extreme, I want to say idiot, but the doubter, for lack of a better word right now.
You're saying it's a joke. It's a joke. That's all it is.
Like I said, and the same can be had with the facts. When
somebody who takes things so literally, that's what they call it. Yeah, you're being so literally about it.
Yeah, you've been
chicken actually came out the cage.
It's like, whoa. It's like, no, you're missing the joke. And then, like I say, the other person sitting up there telling you, ain't no such thing as chickens. That's just a no. See, when it started with the there's just a, or they say, or did you know that they, those three prefixes to conversations and sentences, that gets to fly over for me. Like, no, thank you. I don't want to hear it. Stop.
That's when I go, hey, man, I got something boiling on the top of the stove, man. I need to go check on, man. You stay on that theory, man. That's cool. Let me go ahead and check on this pot, man. You know what I'm saying?
I tell him I got to go see a man about some mustard gas. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. I can't deal with him. Again, y'all, that's 312-554-5785, 312-554-5785. Okay, yeah, right now the death tolls were equaling near 50,000. Well, now they are 50,000 because that information I'm looking at here was from yesterday. Now they are at 50,000. That's a quarter of the world's deaths happened in this country. It's not a big country. Yeah, domestically here. Yeah, not a big country. And then with that number coming out, you got these people who are gearing up to open up. I've saw the stories about barbershops saying that they have no choice, but they got to open, because they didn't get the money for the business bailouts that were happening. And the second round is coming again, and those are small businesses. I implore you to hurry up and get that information. Call hourly, like you're trying to get a winning lotto ticket. Call, because this could keep you keep you floating, keep you above water.
That's guaranteed money. Like, lottery's not guaranteed money. This is guaranteed money.
Right. This is guaranteed money. And the issue, I mean, we did have the problems with the larger corporations getting them, such as Potbelly, Jimmy John's, and whatnot. Them dipping their hands in there, getting 10 million here and 10 million there. But some of those companies gave that money back.
Oh, really?
Some of those companies actually gave that money back, and that's like kudos to those companies. Much like when Nike said what they said, that they were with Colin Kaepernick. Now, I am not a Nike fan at all, ever, never. But that right there made me want to go buy some serial killer ones, the Air Monarchs. I was like, you know what? I might go back. I'm not going to spend my money on some other shoes that cost over $100 and only cost 30 cents to make. You got to be a goddamn fool to do something like that.
I get that. You didn't say the whole serial killer ones, though.
Yeah, the ones that they sell in Sears that are connected by a little plastic string. Yeah, them Nikes. They were only found on mental patients and serial killers. I swear to God, Joker had some on at the end of the scene when he was running down the hallway from the orderlies. I'm like, look at those. He got on the Air Monarchs. Them bad boys are for killers.
Wow.
Yeah, ain't no other way. But like those companies that stuck their neck out, they did the right thing, gave their money back. Those are companies I would patronize. Potbellies, they got good sandwiches, and I like the way they put the little cookie on the milkshake. That's good business. So go out and get yourself some Potbellies today, and Jimmy John's little bitty sandwiches with sharp ass edges. Go get you some of that.
No, I rebuke Little John. I mean, not Little John's. Jimmy John's.
I say, what Little John do to you? Goddamn. Yeah. And then New York. New York. Okay, back in the Bronx now. Had the story about a guy. He said he was saying that I just show y'all. Hold on, let me here you go. COVID-19 is some real shit. Cover your fucking mouth. Shut the fuck up. Buy your shit and leave immediately. Absolutely no titty or sock money. Stand back at least 6 feet, player. Store capacity limited to 5 motherfuckers at once. You cough, you die. Drink responsibly. If that didn't get the point across, I don't know what will.
Speaking their language, right?
I guess you have to speak the language of the natives.
He's talking to his constituents.
He knows his customer base.
Yes, he does.
He is feeding his constituency red meat. I mean, hold on. Let me go back to that one. Absolutely no titty money or sock money. People still pulling out titty and sock money now?
Yeah.
Like the hell?
I ain't seen stock money in a while, but out the bra, yeah, it still goes on.
That was that JJ. Let me get to my stash.
It's been handed down from mother to daughter, auntie to niece, grandmother to granddaughter.
Titty money. I'm just saying, it's titty money. That's
been a great commercial. How we just did that.
What, sponsored by Visa? That's from New York. Yeah, that was out of the Bronx at one of the bodegas. Your black card. If you don't want to die today, don't you pull out no titty money. Don't you pull out no damn sock money. Stay 6 feet the fuck back. Don't ask for nothing. Don't touch nothing. You come in here with a list. Write your shit down. I want you to come in here like you was 6 years old and you got a note from your mama. You want some Benson Hedges, menthol lights, and a hard box, and you want a pack of zigzags and some bugles for your daddy, and some Mad Dog 50-50. And for some reason, a 7-year-old could buy those things with a letter back then.
I didn't get the Mad Dog. Nobody sent me for no Mad Dog, man. But the Benson and Hedges, you hit the nail right on the head with the Benson and Hedges, though, man.
I'm saying that I think Benson Hedges menthol lights were the cigarettes of those who sent children to the store. It was like, ain't nowhere in the world this little kid gonna be smoking no Benson Hedges. Go ahead, this for your grandmama. Go and get those. Ain't nowhere in the world this little kid gonna be smoking these.
Well, you're right, man. You know, if it had Newports on there or Cools, no, you ain't getting this, shorty.
You ain't getting this. You cool? You think you cool? Huh? You black? Think you gonna go to the Newport, Virginia? The beach? The slaves? What? No, you ain't getting it. Benson Hedges menthol lights. Now that's a gentleman's cigarette. Okay, I'll get that for you. I'll get that for you, young man. Not a problem. You tell your grandmama I said hi. Tell Ricky said hi. Like the fuck? It's sad. No, but those times are no longer now because I won't buy anybody cigarettes at my age. But you know, you can be carded looking as grown as me. So if they can do that, let's card people who just talk crap on the internet. Card them. Like you being carded right now for maturity. I need to see if you mature enough even to be on this platform right now. Because you just said, I don't care if I get it. I'm young. You only live once. YOLO. Like Joe
Cole. Man, I don't think that people will get it until it becomes somewhere you instantly start choking once you had, you know, once it's like something that's, I don't want to say Ebola, but something
Shit. What was that movie? There was a movie that the lady was I guess the contagion was a vampirism that people were catching, and you couldn't get blood on you, and then otherwise you instantly turn into a hemophage. That's what they call them. And there was a rival gang in there called the Blood Chinois. Asians. I want to say.
Was it Japanese?
No. It was like an Eon Flux type of deal. But it wasn't Eon Flux. It's made in the same way.
Ultraviolet?
Ultraviolet. Wait. No. Wait, did she carry the little boy inside the thing?
Yes.
Ultraviolet then. Yes. Ultraviolet. Yeah. That, and you notice everybody wore a mask?
Yeah.
You couldn't touch it. Everybody wore gloves. And if somebody sneezed or bled on you, you killed them instantly. Like, bah! They didn't play at all. Like, and people was like, wait, wait. Bah! Gone. That's what they're heading out for. And a lot of people are doing the right thing now. I see people wearing more masks to cover their faces. I mean, okay, some of these masks are Louis Vuitton mask and other things, but hey, you following the rule and you're doing it in your own little special way. But that one that's coming in talking some, I don't know what y'all cover y'all mouth for the mask, folks, because I was told, can I buy a square puff? Yeah, I was told, here you go. Yeah, I was told that you can't get nothing from that. Then the mask ain't gonna save you from anything. What's up, player? How you doing? I'm like, nasty bastard.
Hey, you know, they think I'm like evil, real evil when I'm on the street because people, hey man, let me get a square. I give them this look like, man, if you come near me. If you come near me.
Like 6 feet. I think I got a reach of 3.5 feet. So at 6 feet, that's double the length of my arm. Like, dude, don't come near me. And this ain't the time for the close talkers, the ones that want to put their hand on your shoulders and speak to you while they speak to you. You know, like, no, you're going to have to, back up. We can all give each other black man nod from across the street. It'd be like, hey, all right now, how you doing?
Yeah, man, and that's why, like, y'all not taking it seriously, but don't come to me. Oh, man, can I get a smoke, bro? No, you can't get nothing, man. Keep going. Don't start coming across the street. Don't do
it. Oh man, you ain't gotta be like that. That ain't even a real thing, man. You taking this too serious, man. Come on, man.
They ain't taking it serious enough when they out in the streets all day long. They ain't going inside nobody's house. They out all day, every day, all night.
They got you, man. They got your mind, man. You gonna let them people tell you what's good for you? Don't you understand? This is all about Bill Gates trying to get. This is all about Bill Gates trying to get rid of you. This ain't nothing but 5G. You gotta understand, T-Mobile wants you dead, man. Yeah.
Yeah, they want you dead before paying your subscription, you know.
If anything, T-Mobile wants you to sign a lifetime contract with permanent upgrades. Like, no, they do not want you dead. You ain't getting out of this contract that damn easy. What do you do with it?
Man. What else we got going on now, man? I mean, it's all about Corona. From what I hear, the NBA might be reopening. Well, they're not going to have teams playing together, but they can let individuals work out at their facilities. So they're starting to slowly get that going. You also have, watching the NFL draft. I know you're not at the sports, Mr. Romano, but they did it virtually. They did it virtually. So
I saw the results of the NFL draft.
You saw the results. Mm-hmm. You got a cousin, something, man. That's
no. The what do you call those? The memes and whatnot.
You should have seen it though, man. The way it was done, you would have been very proud. I mean, it's like how we doing it now. And every GM, every president, every player, all of them had their little virtual cameras going, man.
Not hard to do.
Might be the way
It should have been the way. You know how much I wanted to do the Dick Tracy watch? Remember the Dick Tracy watch? He was able to just look and talking to people. I'm like, come on, man. I was in the 80s dying. Like, why do we don't have this? What? That was 1940. Why don't we have it now? And then Back to the Future gave me so much hope, with all the things that we'll have, firing people via fax machine and teleconferencing. McFly, you're fired. Now we can do that via Zoom. It's real. That part is real. The Black and Decker pizza dehydrator, that didn't become a real thing.
Thank God.
And the selling fruit thing. The virtual reality thing, that was real. He had that on. That worked. The talking to the house, that worked. It opens with you. Bio implants, that's a thing. It's happening. I'm gearing up for that one. A lot of future things that happen.
I don't think that if they have to have, if they had a choice, that they would use the virtual reality thing for these drafts and everything. It generates too much money. Fans come in there and buy tickets just to see somebody getting drafted. I know it sounds crazy to you, but
it's insanity. That's like me going to the stock market and sitting there in the stands, and they're in the stands, but standing on the floor going, "Yes, go orange juice." It's sell. Woo! Did you see what he just did? He cut in and buy. No, I can't. But I get why people. I get why people do it. I get why they do it.
It's gonna make you $10 million, Mr. Romano. Then I can see you cheering.
It's gonna make me $10 million. Now, if it's gonna make somebody else $10 million, I'm gonna go. That was a good deal. Wish I was there. We still don't have flying. Well, y'all see. You gotta keep bringing that up. Yeah, we don't have flying cars. We do, but think about it. You've seen how people drive when it rains in Chicago or when it snows in Chicago. Do we want these same fools to be pilots of ships flying around? We'd be dead.
I think it's gonna be automated.
Yeah, that's the big one, and that's why we are happy that we have Elon Musk where he is. But people are putting him into the they category. They just trying to make you lose your job. What? It's about advancement. It's about getting further. Yeah. Oh no, he automating things so there won't be no truck drivers. And it's the once again, I use the McDonald's job analogy. McDonald's is not a career job. Well, the positions that you get put in when you start there, you're not supposed to stay in them. You're not supposed to stay on mop. You're not supposed to stay on windows. You're not supposed to stay on fries.
Whoa. Are you trying to compare this truck driving to a McDonald's job?
Oh, but listen to how I tie it together. The reason being is that you are supposed to get in there, do what you do, elevate either to the next level or take the skills that you learned from this and apply them 2 steps over in another setup. Now, with the truck drivers, you can't believe that you're going to continuously be able to do this job if the owners of these trucking companies and owners of these warehouses and manufacturing plants, because they can easily get their own fleets and run them from location to location, cutting you out completely. You know, FedEx has already got an order in. Yeah, I forget the name of the company that's Yellow. I'm going to say Yellow with the word yellow. It's Yellow. They have an order in for automated trucks. Right now, those trucks have been driving all over the country with no one in it, just doing a test. No accidents. Zip. No liabilities. Zip. I mean, no liabilities in the sense of a human being. You know, zip. Now, that's not to say that you won't be a ride-along person with the truck, meaning you the person that handles the pallet jack and signs paperwork and those type of things for the beginning. But that's going to fade away. So what you need to do is figure out with your skill, what else can I do? Can I go ahead and buy a business and get a couple of these trucks myself? Which is some people have done. Some people have put in orders who have their own little 3 or 4 trucks. They put in an order for 2 trucks. Like, hey, that's 2 drivers I don't have to pay. You know? And those are people who started off as truck drivers. So you have to elevate. So eventually, yeah, these jobs are going to go away. The farmer job is going to go away. It's going to slim. If anything, I would say slim. Yeah, it's going to slim, trimming the fat. You know, making it.
Mr. Romano, we already live in dark times right now. You're going to make it even drearier.
How so? No. I mean, that would make it better.
You know why.
But hey, like I said, the same thing. We can't be handing out trophies to everybody. Everybody's not special. Your mama does have one favorite child. That type of thing. We have to put it out there. The truth. If you can't cope with the truth, there are plenty places to jump.
You talk like, oh man, you know, it makes everything better when people can't work, and everybody's not a genius, man.
No. People can't work.
Everybody wants to work a job, and that's what they're comfortable with. Everybody, some people are like that.
That's training. And I blame I do blame the American school system. As one thing is that they train you to get a job. They don't train you to own a business. They don't train you to better your life. So like, let's say
300 million people.
350.
100 million people cannot be bosses, man.
No, you can't be. No. What'll happen is you would get more time to better yourself, make you a better person. No, seriously, think about it.
With funds, man.
With what fun? The funds can be generated because remember, money is a construct. Money is a construct, so there's the they. So if there's a core tenement of the things that you should be doing, like for work and whatnot, if it was a job, you know, what would you be doing? Oh, hold up. Okay, we had a caller and I missed it. I missed it because I was going along. So go ahead, caller. You can call back in. I'll be prepared to take your call.
Call them back.
They'll call them back. Let's see if I can do that. Oh, that's gonna be loud. All right. Yeah. So that is what I see us going through. That's the likelihood we'll be going through. And people are like, well, what about all these other people? There's a thing, you're gonna learn how to better your life. You're gonna have less children because you'll see that to make life better, I need to control population myself. You know, I need to. Oh yeah, Brian, go ahead and give us a call back if that was you calling. I don't know if it was or not. I don't like calling out the people.
See, the only thing is we had a discussion before. I just don't want to repeat it because we already talked about it.
What?
He wants to be Thanos. Oh, it's inevitable. So,
Yeah. Hey, Brian, you live on the show.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Brian. This is the way you said that.
Yeah. So now, you had chimed in when we were talking about that party that was happening here in Chicago. Yeah. Speak as you speak. That has been the new term. Speak as you speak.
Hey, no, he got. I can't hear him.
Why people that's not niggas get thrown in the boat with niggas? Because yeah, we the same race, but I don't do nigga shit like that. I don't do nothing of that nature. I would never put myself and my family at risk just to be in a party with a bunch of idiots. Like to me, they remind me of kids. You know how kids that can't stay in the house when it's summer, they gonna go crazy. Like, oh my God, I gotta go outside. I gotta be and then they'll be the same idiots that get shot. And the mom be, that's bad what they did to little Ray Ray. They ain't have to do them like that. You be like, are you people for real? Like, and I don't want to sound harsh, but if people over in that party died, I don't think I would feel any remorse for them. Like because this is the problem though. The fact of they're gonna leave that party. Say if one of them did get it, and a couple of them got it, they're gonna go to where they might work at, where they may go to their family house. Now they getting everybody else sick because they want to go smoke weed, get drunk, and be on social media like that means. And this is what kills me about this. These people were willing to risk their life just to be on social media to try to get props. You see the dude, we had 11K and it's going up. Like, dude, you would thought his bank account was going up. Like, nigga, you still broke.
That's true.
You still broke, and most niggas are broke. I'm sorry to say this, you Jordan wearing, outfit wearing niggas. And I say nigga like how Chappelle said it on his show. Them damn niggas. Them dirty, nasty niggas.
Like I say, there's a difference. That's the most important thing I have to get across people's heads. There is a difference.
Hell yeah.
You know,
I ain't a nigga. I'm a black man.
There you go. Before
well, I can't say black. I don't even think black is a race, but shit, I'm something, but I ain't no nigga.
Hey, Brian.
I mean, no, and it disturbs me how they take that as a badge of honor. Like, if I call you a fucking idiot, you gonna take that as a badge? Cause that's what a nigga is. It's just another. It's using a word that spells that a sentence. You're basically a sentence that's put in one word. Nigga. That's an insult. You should be ready to chop somebody's head off. They call you that. But they get excited. They get Or they try to use reverse psychology. Now, see, we took that word and we reversed it. So now nigga, you still, nigga is a nigga. If a prime example. If a person have AIDS, you have AIDS. Ain't no way to try to reverse it or twist it up. No, like these AIDS commercials, they be looking like it's just, I'm not AIDS. I'm that. No, you're AIDS, nigga. You're AIDS. And if you catch a cold or you catch the flu, you're dead. You're fucking dead. Let's just be honest. You're gone. Same with these Negroes, and what annoys me.
Wait, pause. Because you said the same with these Negroes. Now you are moving it around.
No. Let me say this. The problem is, most of these niggas come from nigga homes. Let's be honest. They don't have the structure. Because you see, I know how I was raised. The family I was raised in. Wasn't none of that nigga stuff in the house. And if you see, as we all grown up, we're not niggas. Why? Because we was raised a certain type of way. Someone set an example for us. No, don't do that. You don't have to be that nigga. You know, with the criminal background, that it means a status. He got locked up. Okay, he wanna no. Or you taking the stimulus money and you buying Jordans and stuff. Like, come on, man. We out here struggling. Like, I put it this way. If this was the end of the earth, you telling me your money gonna be going on some how fresh you look? Like, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I gotta get a new cell phone, man. I got the new Jordans, these limited edition. Nigga, them things come out every freaking year. Are you people didn't even catch the joke yet? The same pair of shoes every different year. Y'all like, hey, I gotta get those. Don't you still got the pair from last year? Nah, them different. Nah, they look exactly the same. Sorry, the China man that probably made them last year might have died from being overworked, but they're pretty much the same shoe. No, man, them different. But you see where I mind it, and that's why.
Wait, hold on. You got it again. This is why I said it's not an R, it's not a we. It's not it's a specific group, and this is the thing.
Yeah,
it is
right.
It is an elected group. These people choose it themselves. Nobody else puts it on you. You choose to do this yourself.
Yeah. When I say nigga, let me refer. When I say nigga, I do not mean a race. I mean the way you carry yourself.
That's why I said, because the number one nigga right now is in the White House.
Yeah, but you know the thing about that, and it's a side note. But Rock talked about this. He said he shouldn't even been in the position to run for president.
No. You know why? The reason he was put in the position to be that, because some other niggas were upset that a black man was in the office, so that would be a turnabout for all of the things that he put out. So actually, they were more upset that a Democrat was in the office, and they got Democrat policies put forward, because those same policies would have been put forward had it been a white person inside there, and not a black person. So they were more upset about that, and then what they did to the lesser minded people was to have them riled up that the man was black. And like, so that on top of that, for those lesser minded people who are easily ticked off about that, they went with that, and they didn't correct them. They just let them run with it.
Oh yeah,
you know.
I mean, my thing is with Trump, I really felt like they thought they was gonna control him like they do everybody else.
And that's what I'm saying. They are controlling him. Then they can't control his mouth.
That's what I mean.
His mouth is one thing.
That's what I mean. His mouth.
See, this is the thing about his mouth. His mouth don't cash no checks. None. Zero.
You're right.
All his mouth has done is cost things. He has never said anything that made anything good. Whereas other presidents has, just by saying something, made things good. What he's been doing, he'll say certain thing and stock for a certain product drop out. Confidence in the American dollar goes out the window. You know, that type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's the biggest issue with that guy.
I mean, he just But you know the problem is, a part of me actually like Trump. And the reason why I like him, because he's showing the ignorance that America is.
But my thing is this: it don't have to be shown to people who know. If you live here, you know.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem. You got niggas that live here, they don't see it. They blind. You be like, how do you not see what this man represent? I'm sorry, he represents niggas. He does. This is what niggas do. This is what niggas say.
This is my thing. My biggest thing is to make sure that each and every last one of you know that there is a difference.
Yeah.
There's a black man, there's a nigga. There's a white man, there's a nigga. There's an Asian, there is a nigga. There's an Eskimo, there is a nigga.
Well, I feel like poor white trash falls.
No. No. Nigga is the title for all of them. We don't. Nobody gets special awards. Nobody gets to wear their Halloween costume to school. No, nigga. This is what you are. This is what you build. This is what build on, nigga. Once again, a person who puts themselves above and before any and everything and wants immediate results with zero works.
That's a nigga. Right.
Yeah. They don't want to know about nothing. Because if you ever ask somebody with that mentality something, a question about something, man, I don't know nothing about that shit. And look, let's take away the accent. Let me answer the question. Man, look here. Now, that's for better minds than mine. See, it's the same person. It's the same mindset. And they need to be squashed, put out there bad.
Yeah, but I think the problem is people love niggas.
Niggas love niggas.
Well, I think majority of people are niggas.
See, that's what they would like to have you to believe. They would like to have you to believe that the majority of people are like that.
I don't think they are.
The majority of people are not. The majority of this planet isn't.
I don't think the majority of people are, but I think a big majority try to present themselves as niggas, which really, some of them are not really niggas.
No. Because if you present yourself as that, you are that. Because you want a appearance of which that you are not willing to work, even though it's negative works, are not willing to put that work forward. Therefore, you fall directly into that category. You would be that nigga. So once again.
But I can't say though.
Now remember, we're not talking about nigger. That ER stuff.
I'm talking about nigger.
That's some racist shit.
Yeah, nigger. When the word nigger is based upon a particular race. Yeah, that's when they start singling out.
Now, nigga, that's for all of y'all that want to rap along with the songs. That's only y'all. When that part comes up, for some reason, that's the only word you know. That's for them.
Yeah, that's my nigga.
For some reason, nah. I remember feeling uncomfortable saying that when that song was popping. When that song was popping, that Jigga song, I was like, I don't feel.
My nigga.
I don't really like that.
My nigga. Get my what?
I'm like, no.
You like, wait a minute. He calling up niggas. Wait a minute.
I'm like, I'm not for it. And that's like I said, it's a small group, but they loud. And that loud squeaky wheel gonna get the grease. They're gonna get all the attention.
Oh yeah, of course.
And that's who that's what people be pointing to. Like, look at this. She's in the little girl at the party. Look at that. That's an example of a black young mother right there. How dare she? That's the black people right there for you. It's like, whoa.
Like, hold on, player. That's not us.
Hey, Brian, can you hear Dante?
No.
Hold on. Dante, speak.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I don't hear him.
I hear you. I hear you perfectly. I hear you perfectly.
Brian cannot hear me, huh?
Yeah, for some reason, Brian can't hear you.
No, I ain't know where he was at because I had to step out of the command center to hear you talk to you.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm in the command.
But Dante, go ahead, ask what you want.
No, man, it's unfortunate that, like you say, you see the loud one, and everybody's got that.
I barely hear him.
identify them with everybody else that looks like them possibly or something like that.
What did
And
he say?
you keep mentioning about being the squeaky wheels
I could
being the
barely hear him.
loudest and getting the oil. It's ridiculous, man.
That's true. That's true.
And
Like I said,
it seems like you can't beat
I
it
didn't
in
hear
their
what he
head.
said.
Like, stop doing that.
right. And this is my thing. Those people who are engrossed into that, they are the lost cause. Drop them. Here's the roof. I'm Joe Clark. Take a step. That's it. I don't have any conversation for them, any working it out, because the solutions are out there. You have a choice. Hot water, cold water. Pick the one you want. Don't try to walk the lukewarm line, because for those who are Bible readers, you know the phrase, because you were lukewarm in my mouth, I spit you out. You tried to ride the fence.
What you always mention, man, that they've been programmed.
Programmed.
And I know you saying that they need to be deprogrammed, but it seems like they've been so programmed so much that they're scared to be deprogrammed and learn something different.
You jumping out of your own wheelhouse. And I'll say this again to everybody who uses YouTube on a regular. That's a form of programming. But the thing about YouTube is that it gives you what you're interested in. The issue is sometimes you don't. Right. Sometimes it'll start boxing you in. And so you're in the echo chamber. You just at church and everybody's saying amen, amen, exactly what you said. Whereas what you need to do every now and then, log out of your account and just log into regular YouTube and look at what the rest of the world is looking at. Look at those 53 million views type of videos they're looking at. You will notice that those things have nothing at all to do with what you're into. You were like, whoa, how come I didn't see this? Because you were in a box. You were definitely in a box.
You're correct about that.
So if you step outside of your box, and which I do it often, because otherwise I will be in a high cerebral, pretentious conversation all the time. Whereas I know I need to step out of that. I was like, okay, let's go look at the rest of the world for a second. Because you got to check on them, make sure they burnt it down.
You're not learning nothing, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what we've been put here for, to learn more and more every day.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you, Brian.
I'm back.
And I think that you said the best.
I didn't hear what you said, but
hold on, Dante. Say that, Brian?
No, I was saying that I didn't really hear much of what y'all said, but I just really think this should be a wake-up call to society. Like, look, dude, I know a lot of people don't want to say it, but stuff around here ain't going to get better. I think it's just going to get worse. And people need to open their eyes and start just like, look, we need to start addressing stuff for what it is and stop putting Band-Aids on it and stop pacifying these people. Like, look, these people has been a nuisance since they existed. I'm talking about niggas. They've been a nuisance since they don't serve a purpose.
No, they serve a purpose. They serve entertainment.
Yeah, that was the only thing I was gonna say.
Entertainment.
Yeah,
now to say that these people have been a nuisance since they have existed, which would be kind of false because you develop into that mindset. So you start off in one way, and then at some point you go, no, you know what? I'm tired of working for it. I'm tired of working for it. When I say working for it, it's not just physical work, but the mental work. The gymnastics it takes you to get to a certain thought process. People go, I'm tired of thinking about that. That's too much work. I want the easy. And I'm going to get the easy. And that's why I said that instant gratification.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brian, we're gonna go ahead and let you go so we can get another caller up in here.
Okay, go ahead. I'll still be watching.
All right. Now,
I got my coworker watching. They said, man, it's good.
All right. Yeah. But thanks for calling, Brian.
All
right. Now. Yeah.
Thank you, Brian.
But yeah, so that's a lot of back and forth that you can get into the back and forth with people. I'd rather you say it and say it plain. Brother, as Brother Malcolm used to say it and say it plain, because you can get real highbrow with some of the things you want to say and some of the examples you want to make. But sometimes you have to get down in the gutter just to hit that person in the knees. Like, look.
And you know what, Mr. Romano?
Mm-hmm.
You set a good example when you brought up Brother Malcolm. From where he came from until what he became when he his last day.
Exactly. He was a nigga.
He could have been, yeah.
He was definitely a nigga. And he made a transition. He made a transition to be something better, to improve himself, and therefore be able to improve his people. He improved his mindset and improved his people.
Yeah, man, he had a point in time where he didn't want to be there no more, and he knew that he can learn and be better. And then once he got to that, like you said, he wanted to give that to other people, his own people, and try to get them to be on the same page.
Right. I mean, it's sad that he had to be in a captive state for that to happen, and that's usually, isn't that what your parents say? Go sit your ass down somewhere. The government pretty much told you to sit your ass down somewhere. So now you sitting down, and you can't go out and move around and be about. So you get curious as to what's coming through there. You can either learn how to be a good prisoner, or you can learn how to be a good person. Sadly, a lot of people go to jail and learn how to become a good prisoner. Either by juking the system while they're in there and doing nothing but setting themselves up to be better when they come back the second time around, instead of, okay, this is a good time for me to work on myself. I think I need to learn to speak Spanish right now. So when I get a job, I'll get me a business. I can service multiple demographics. Like, boom. There you go. So I'm here for 2 years. That's enough time for me to get this done, Or if you want to do your religious studies and things like that, you can get that done.
And like you said, man, it's sad that you have to do it that way, but I mean, that's how it usually generates a lot of times, from a lot of people I knew. I mean, from the family I had, though, a lot of them did it when they were younger. They wanted to elevate themselves, so they took those steps. And they got better, and keep getting better every time. But it's unfortunate that a lot of times you got people who, unless you shut them down and put them into that system, then they have to learn like that, or they take the time to better themselves when they had the opportunity to do it already.
Yeah, they have to burn and learn. You're not going to get it unless you're in that grease, or that threat of being in that grease. That otherwise you ain't going to learn. Al Green didn't learn not to mess around on women until he got that hot grits on him. He learned.
Man, you got to mention the grits.
He learned. He learned. Hey, that's the hot stove. He had to get the hot stove as an adult. Some people, that hot stove is going to be you losing your job. Some people, that hot stove is going to be you losing your kids. Some people, that hot stove is going to be you going to jail. You going to learn. Or you going to forever catch these abrasions and burns touching life's hot stoves. And that's a big issue. And like I said, this is cross-platform. This is not just a black thing. Although I am wearing a Black King shirt, but this is not just about black folks. This is about every human being. You all have these groups of people inside of your community, circle, family, that's holding things back and holding things down. Got to get out of it. Got to get out of it. As I look up and see that we are now past our time here, but
and to be honest with you, Romano, I think we're against the documentary of the Bulls right now. Come to think about it, so
Oh, a Bulls documentary. Well, like I said, mindsets for certain people. Like for me, I was only made aware of that. It was because during which to me blew my mind, during the governor's briefing, and they had questions to the governor. Somebody asked, "Are you excited to see this?" I'm like, okay. That's just a mess. Hold on, got a call here.
Call from
Bolo.
Bolo.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, we got a caller on the line. Caller, who is this?
Yo, Denard, this your boy Bolo checking in.
Bolo, what's happening, bro?
Yes, man. I deeply apologize. I know it's a little bit, at the last minute or whatnot, man. But I had some things going on. But one thing I can say, man, on the humor side of things, that had to be the funniest statement that I heard, man. You said that that nigga's purpose is like for entertainment, right?
There you go. That's one of the things they say. What is a nigga good for? Entertainment.
Dude, I literally almost coughed up my fucking stomach when you said that, man. I'm sorry, man.
But that is also one of Dante's daily sayings. Dante say niggas are only entertainment for other niggas. So
yeah, that's right, man. That's right. But you know what? But one thing I can say, man, I can leave you guys on this note, man, because I always like to call in with the most positive energy that I can possibly put out there. You know what I mean? And I want to say, first of all, man, I love both of you brothers, man. And Brother D, what's happening, man? I see you on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody looking good with smiles. That's what I'm talking about. But but on the real note, one thing I can say is that I love what you guys doing. And then as far as like in regards to niggas or whatever the case may be, one thing we got to keep in mind, you know what I'm saying? You always have to realize that, if you're in a position or possessing a certain amount of knowledge, you have to be willing to share it, or at least put towards the effort to change those who are blindsided or who might be just plain ignorant. And I don't mean it in a condescending way, but the true definition of ignorant is meaning that lack of knowledge. You know what I mean? So, until you get out there and you are doing things like that and trying to turn things around, then, you can't really be entitled to complain about it. But, on that note, like I said, what you guys are doing, I love it. That's what y'all doing. Y'all inspiring and y'all uplifting, because this should, definitely wake people up. I mean, it may not be in the form that most people want to hear because it's the truth, but it is what it is. It's an attempt, and I love y'all for that, man.
hey, tell him, I got a question for him.
Okay, hold on for a second, Bolo. Dante got a question for you. What's that, Dante?
Can you hear me?
I don't know. Can you hear him? Can you hear him, Bolo?
Not really, because I stepped out of my area of the TV so I wouldn't be interfered by the delay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I can't hear Brother D at all.
Okay, go ahead with your question.
Okay. Now, we mentioned about, elevating and stuff like that. So ask him this, he's one of these, people who wanted to elevate himself and everything and that nature. So what gave him, I want to say the courage, but what urged him to be, like, different and trying to step out of that box like you always
Okay, I'm still here.
Okay, he said, you yourself, Bolo, you are an encouraging person. He said, but what gave you that drive to step outside of the box and do what you do?
Life. You know what I'm saying? And that's my simple answer right there. Life inspires me to do everything that requires action, which is pretty much why I'm passionate about being a teacher in any form. I'm a personal trainer. I've taught high school children, grammar school, special needs, etc. I'll teach somebody off the street, and I don't mean pertaining to a book, just life in general, because I'm not an angel. I haven't been a saint, in these 38 years of existence. So, I've walked, the imperfect line of life and learned some things the hard way myself. It's just that I can just give credit to the Most High for giving me chance after chance, you know what I'm saying, and just allowing me to learn from my mistakes. But the most important thing, just not making the same mistake over and over again, being repetitive. So when you say that, yeah, just life molded me into that, you know, to just step outside the box and just be, you know, complex. Because like I said, you know, if I see something and I want to make something happen, you know, we have to take a look in the mirror and just see where it starts. And that's with you know what I'm saying? And that's why I choose to kind of like just be different, you know, and be stand out as much as possible, you know, kind of like more on a leadership level, but I'm still humble, you know what I mean? I'm humble because I'm a great student. I'm always open to knowledge from anybody. It can be a kid, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, you can't be a great teacher unless you, you know, are willing to be a great listener, you know what I mean? That's just plain and simple. So, you know, I take that principle and apply it as well. You know, you got to be humble, you know?
That's true.
So, you know,
that's true.
Just keeping God in front, man.
when it comes to learning, now I gave the burn analogy, but when it comes to learning, it's like medication. Some people, all they need is some cough medicine. Some people, all they need is a Band-Aid. But some people need chemotherapy. They need to be irradiated. If I cannot tie you down and give you this information intravenously, they will not take it.
Yeah.
So that's why.
And you know what, man? And to be honest, man, every level that you mentioned, I can be honest and say I probably, you know, touched on every level. You know, maybe not the last one so much, but close enough too. So it's the extremities. You know, I've learned things the easy way, the medium way, the hard way, and you might as well say the extremely hard way too, if you want to level it that way. And but it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, you know, I can only give credit to God for just allowing me to pull out of those things and to just, you know, revolutionize myself, you know what I mean, and to be able to teach from those walks, you know, and all those, you know, non-logical choices that I made.
Hey, you made you a better man for it, you know.
Yes, sir, again, man. Yep, absolutely, man.
Thanks for calling in, bro.
No doubt, man. Like I said, man, big ups to you guys and everybody out there. You know, call on in, support every week, man, for real, you know.
Dante, you got a question?
Well, you know, one thing, Bolo told you that he did teach these high school kids, and high school kids will have a behavior problem. I do want to know his take.
Okay, I didn't hear it. All right, I stepped away from the TV, but I don't think I got the question.
Hold on. He gonna repeat it for me.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Bolo used to teach high school with these behavior kids, you know what I'm saying? So he's seen firsthand these kids, man, who had these rebellious attitudes and stuff like that. I just want to know his take on what happened yesterday. You know, the party we had. So
okay, now from the TV, I think it was something in reference to high school, right?
Right. He said you taught kids with behavioral issues in high school, and he was like, with that, he wanted to know with this situation that happened yesterday with the people having so many people inside of that house party out there on the West Side reported. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I just, the way I look at it, you know, I don't ever try to dwell too much on it, you know, because this whole pandemic thing, you know, I just try to at this point stay in the spiritual bubble as much as possible. And I don't mean to flip the script to, you know, like to go off the question, but it is to answer the question, you know, as far as how I feel. You know, it's only so much, you know, that we could do. Like I said, you know, you could try, you know, try to wake people up. But in the sense that, you know, at this point, you know, it's kind of like, man, you know, people, they gonna do what they want to do and make the choices that they want to make. And unfortunately, you know, we can't save anybody. So once again, it kind of revolves around to your self-preservation. You know, you have to just stay in your spiritual bubble. Don't live in fear, because God don't like that. You know what I'm saying? That's nearly like a sin to live in fear. But just kind of take the approach, man, to just, you know, keep God in front. And just like you said, this is the time to really kind of seize the opportunity to better yourself spiritually. You know what I mean? Hands down. You know, that's what we should be working on. That's what Sabbath is all about. That's what resting is all about, you know, spiritual enhancement, fasting, things like that. You know what I mean? That's what we should work on, you know. And, you know, just what I honestly believe, that's what will push us through this, you know, staying in the spiritual bubble. So that other shit, man, like with that, I would just say, man, it's like, hey, all I can do is just shake my head and not to be sarcastic, but definitely send out just pray on it, man, and hope that don't nothing happen to these people, man, that are not trying to comply. You know what I mean? That's just literally the best thing you could do in certain situations. But just focused on your self-preservation, stay in your spiritual bubble, man, and just preserve yourself, self-improvement.
All right. I hear you. All right. Again, thank you for calling in, bro.
No doubt, man. And it's been a lovely time with you guys, you know what I'm saying? And keep doing what y'all do,
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
All righty, guys. You all have a good one, all right?
All right, now.
All right.
Later.
Yeah. I don't be hearing that thing. So now, yeah, here. Well, see, and that's one viewpoint of it. Ooh, what is that? It's like some static. Yeah, that's definitely one point of it. Those who have the spiritual aspect, and see, the only place where I would differ is that what he mentioned, individual. Your individual self. Now that is I like to call it a European quality that we picked up. And now you heard the each one teach one. I teach this person, that person teach that person, somebody else is teaching me. Boom, boom. I'm not sitting teaching me. I'm not in front of myself giving myself a thesis on something. That's not good. It's not serving anybody. So now he's saying more of in a protective sense. Protect yourself, protect your family, things like that. True, but that's a byproduct of information. If you have bad information, it's protection. We're code red. We doing that. If we have good information, we spreading the good information. We spreading the good news. It's getting out there as fast as possible. It could be something as simple as, they got a good chicken sandwich down at such and such and such. If you consider that to be good news, then everybody spreads it. That's great. It's good. It's good. It's like it. And then you come back, it's good. It's like it. There's nothing bad to it. Okay. You disseminate that. This is bad. This is bad, bad, bad. Boom. Shields up. Everybody for themselves. Everybody looking to be out the shutters, shivering, wondering when they about to do the showdown at the OK Corral. Instead of, boom, bad coming. Oh, no. We putting people up at every post. We letting people know what's going on with the badness. We're not just shutting out the lights and hoping that the bombers go overhead. No. We send a nuke in the direction of ignorance. There's ignorance. Blow that shit off the map. And that's what this show is about. Blowing that shit off the map. Every bit of ignorance, every bit of confusion, getting rid of it, putting in your head the not my truth, not your truth, but the ability to go find truth, to go find it. Here's some examples. Boom, boom, boom. That's why we do the links and stuff like that. And, reading off scripts and things. Here's some examples. Now go out there, look for yourself, research for yourself, come up with your own conclusions. Do not get put inside of a church, aka an amen situation where everything that you're looking for just agrees with you. Amen. 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 No. Go out there, look at what your combatants say, what your perceived enemy is saying. What are they saying? What made them believe that? You'll usually find out that it's some misinformation mixed in with truth. And they held on to the misinformation and projected that forward. Most wars are caused due to misunderstandings. Most arguments in your household is caused due to a misunderstanding. Now, you do have niggas. You do have people who will burn just to burn. It's like, hey, it's Tuesday. Pop! What the hell? Why? There's no why. And their reason for why doesn't equate to doing what they did. So there's no understanding in that. But if you have a chance to have that person boxed in, where they have to sit down, you have a captive audience, then you can feed them this information because they ain't going nowhere. Then you can feed them as much knowledge as possible, much directions in many directions as possible. because they're going anywhere. You got a captive audience, and they'll come out of this with some information. It's up to them to take that in and to sharpen it by comparing it to other things. But you gave them the information, and that's what we're doing, right? Get off the soapbox. My feet hurt. Got no shoes on.
And I agree with you on that, man. As far as as they always say, evil prevails and goodness is up. So just to say that let it be done, like, well, why? Well,
yeah.
Input, or you can put your input trying to stop it. And that's the thing I agree totally with. It gotta be just more than we. It gotta be a collective.
A collective. And
might be on the same page, but we on the same platform. I mean, not same platform, but we got the same idea. And then it'll work itself out where we can all do or make a change working together.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. We work together, we can get somewhere together. People will fall off on the wayside, but we have a goal. Some people's goal is to get rid of hunger. Great goal. Some people's goal is to get rid of poverty. Great goal. Some people's goal is just to see tomorrow. Short term, but okay. Thing is, though, surround yourself with those who have that in them, who care about a tomorrow, who care about a future, who know that today ain't all that there is. You're going to wake up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
We looked at that party, man. I mean, we briefly might have said what side, but it didn't matter what side it was. It was niggas doing.
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody out there to stop with the south side, west side. That's what south side do. That's what the west side do. No, that's what niggas do.
That's what niggas do. That's some strong feedback. That's true. It's not, that's what they do. Like I said, I'm gonna start addressing them as though they are different species.
Yeah, but you got people who want to talk about that. It does not matter.
Mm-hmm.
What matters is it needs to be stopped.
Right. And that's what we here for. That's these are the questions of our day, and that's why we here to answer them. All right, y'all. We've reached hour number 2, and we'd like to thank everybody that called in. Brian Bolo. We'd like to thank those that sent in messages. That's again Brian, Dwayne, Latrice, Calvin. Most appreciated. Those that are watching in the recorded clip, still put in your comments. We do peruse those things and check them out. And remember that we are here every Sunday at 6 p.m. live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. You can reach us at AiQ. Yeah. You can reach us at AiQ Radio on Twitter, AiQ Radio on Gmail for any information, AiQ@gmail.com. You can do that. Other than that, we will see you around. We have some strong feedback here. I don't know why.
Oh man, just working out the kinks, man.
Working out the kinks. It's a lot of people home. And that's why I want this to be over, so I can have a clean internet stream. Y'all clogging up my internet stream with your YouTube and your Facebooks and your Netflix. All right. Thank y'all for coming out once again. From me, Mr. Romano, and my co-host, Mr. Don Regal. We thank y'all for coming out. Peace out.
Now, how was that? Were you intellectually stimulated? Did you learn something new? good. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And that's a wrap.